Now, 16-year-old environmental activist Greta Thunberg broke down in tears while speaking at the UN Climate Summit in New York yesterday. In the speech, she called out world leaders, accusing them of stealing her dreams and childhood. Well, I know it really got you, Sarah, didn't it?
Do you know, I watched it, Christine. I honestly, watching that night, it still brings tears to my eyes because very rarely in this world now do you see people who are so devoted to their passion. And it is to see that raw passion about the world. This is about future generations. She's so passionate about it. And I just so admirable. I really, really respect her. And her passion really got to me. And, you know, she's 16 years old, and I'm really sorry, but she's not being melodramatic. That we are living in a world where we have to watch what we're doing. There are animals that my children will never see because they're, you know, verging on extinction. I mean, I did a programme years ago with David Attenborough about animals that were close to extinction, and I was sent to Sri Lanka to look at the turtles. Because of our plastic use, it goes into the ocean and the turtles eat them because they eat the plastic bags because they think they're jellyfish and they die. And that is just like, that is our own doing. And I think for me, I try and do what I can, but when you look at the facts, she made me think, well, what is this about? Why is she getting so passionate about it? Tropical rainforests around the world are being cut down, it says here, at a rate of 30 football pitches a minute. A minute. Now, that is not a joke, that is fact. And when I listen to her, it makes me think, I've got to change my lifestyle. And I really did. I went home and I sat down and I thought, what can I do? What bit can I do to change?
But actually, Sarah, to be honest, I think the British public are very aware of all this. We are very good at recycling. We have got the message. People are you know, installing solar panels. People are taking showers instead of baths. But the fact of the matter is, it's the governments that are not phasing out coal. We're still selling our rubbish all around the world to anyone that will take it because we're not recycling enough and we're not disposing of it here. So we're sending our rubbish halfway around the world still because we are producing too much waste.
But we do need to change our lifestyles, don't we?
We do. Well, Barrister Michael Mansfield, you might recognise his name. He represented victims of the Hillsborough disaster and, indeed, the family of Stephen Lawrence. He is calling for a new law to criminalise the willful destruction of nature and says eating meat could become illegal. Is that the answer to trying to save our planet? Do we need to cut down on the meat that we're eating, change our farming techniques, change how we do things from source? Is that a possible answer?
I don't know about banning meat as such, but I myself have tried to... Well, I've said part of the body confidence campaign that we had, I've changed the way that I eat and the way I look at food, which is why I'm trying to do the whole organic and trying to do the whole natural thing. And I kind of took out red meat out of my diet for health reasons, and also just to... Because I heard that there was, you know, the way that cows are reared and raised, it's totally different to how it used to be, where they used to just be in the field and eat the grass and everything. And now I'm on the chicken and the fish diet, and I'm kind of slowly looking at the genetically modified chickens and all, and it's scaring me. That does scare me into, OK, let me try the beans and the pulses and the fish and...
Well, then you'll be, if you stick to the beans and the pulses, you'll be adding to the gas. Sorry to drag it down to the bottom. Come on. Well, I think you should eat food that you're happy with the existence that it's had. So I still eat red meat, but I eat meat that's free range, that's had a bit of a life. I also eat roadkill if I see something by the road like deer. Will you stop? Actually, my partner rang up this morning to say there's a muntjac sitting in the back of the car in a big... Well, if you see a deer by the side of the road that's been hit by a lorry or another car, what are you going to do? We used to eat it. There's nothing wrong with it. You can go on YouTube, watch a video about how to slaughter it.
Seriously?
So you won't be cutting down.
Is, Brenda.
I've never eaten it.
Well, venison is a free-range meat that lives on grains, and I think you'll find it's very healthy. But better than most chicken. I eat game. I eat fish. We had a fish last week that we caught near our house, put a line in the river, caught a sea bass, ate it. Nothing wrong in that. I think I understand why a lot of people have become vegan and vegetarian. I don't agree with it, and I also don't agree with all the claims made for the veggie or vegan diet. I don't think it's any better for the environment than a diet that's balanced and has less meat and more grains, as you say. In fact, I have here evidence. New evidence. An American study says that eating a diet that's rich in fruit and vegetables could in fact be worse for the environment than eating some meat. Researchers from the Carnegie Mellon University in America analysed the environmental impact per calorie of different foods. Now, what's happened with vegetables is a large number of the vegetables we grow are raised in greenhouses or in polytunnels, and they're raised using all sorts of...
Or they're flown in.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not raised...
quite know what's happening, do we? OK.